Got me falling right back.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing today? In today's video, we're going to be doing the tail lights. I want to paint the Euro tail lights black and see how they look on here. Now don't get me wrong, I do like the factory ones, but the factory ones look like they're dry rotted real bad, or they're dull. They might not be dry rotted, but they're really dull looking. So let's get to it. Okay guys, so here's a close-up look of factory tail lights. That way you can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. They kind of look dry rotted, or they're really dull looking. I did have people say, you know, to polish them, you know, lightly sand them and polish them and stuff like that. But with the Euro tail lights, I'm going to try to paint them and all that stuff and see how they look. See if they look any better on here. And we'll go from there. So stick with me guys, let's get this done. Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I just wanted to do a video on me taking these apart and cleaning them and painting them and all that, which I've already washed this one. I've got the oven preheating right now so I can paint, or so I can throw this in the oven and try to get it apart, because I need to get this plastic lens off, because everything that's in here that's chrome I'm going to be painting black, and I'll be taping the red stuff off. So as soon as I get this in the oven and all that, I'll bring it back. Also, I have the oven set at 200 degrees, and I will put the light in there for about 8 minutes. So I'll bring you guys right back. Okay guys, just another little heads up. You're supposed to tape the holes off in the back. That way it's basically sealed off. The oven's ready. I'm going to throw them in the oven real quick, and I'll bring you guys right back. Sorry guys, I know my oven's dirty, but as you can see, or kinda see, it's in there. I've got like right around 7 minutes left on it. So now whenever you pull it out, it will be hot, so you need to have your butter knives ready and all that stuff. That way as soon as you put it over on the whatever you're doing, you know, doing it on a workbench, whatever, that way as soon as you put it on there, you can be ready to start pulling that glue apart. So as soon as I get the lens off, I'll bring you guys back. Okay guys, so here we are. We've got the lens off. I did take all of the glue off. I normally don't do that whenever I take these apart, because that glue is pretty good to put it back, you know, heat it back up, and then once it's heated back up, then you can put the lens back together with that glue. But that, whenever I took the lens off, that glue, just put it this way, the lens came off pretty easily, so the glue really wasn't all that great. So I'm just gonna reseal it with like caulking or something, and hopefully that'll work. I'll seal it pretty good with caulking or silicone. I've got some waterproof silicone here, so that should work. Anyways, I got the lens off, so here's the inside. Down here, the chrome is actually starting to peel off, so that's kind of cool. Starting to peel off a little bit right here as well. So my next thing is I need to try to get the moisture out of this, get the lens cleaned up, and then get this red stuff taped off. get the reflective red stuff taped off. That way I can get these painted. I'm going to go ahead and do the other one, the other light, get it thrown in, get it tore apart, and then tomorrow I'll pick this back up and we'll paint them tomorrow. Okay guys, so I was able to take this red cap out of here. It had two little prongs on each side here, and I just took those out. I don't know about these. They look like they're glued in to me, so I might just have to tape those ones off, which ain't gonna be really a big deal. I can tape those off pretty easily. So I'm glad I got that one out though, because where it was deep dished here, it was going to be kind of a pain to get to, or get down in beside it with tape and all that. So I'm going to get these taped off and I'll bring you guys back. Okay guys, I wasn't going to show this one, but I just got the second one done, or I just got it washed, that is. Like, you can see all the crud and stuff up in the corners of it. Like, you can see how nasty they are. Even on the inside, you can see the black peeling in there, or the chrome peeling in there. All the dirt right here on the chrome. This thing was leaking pretty bad. This one here was. So, it's a good thing that I'm taking these apart. Because like I said to somebody on Facebook, even though, you know, when I paint these, even if I don't like them, I can still, you know, sell them or whatever after I get them fixed up. You know, I can always sell them for, you know, $30 or whatever it is I can probably get out of them. I don't know. But, you know, with me doing this, it's like an hour of my time. So, it's not a bad deal, I guess. But I'm still holding out hope that I'll like them. So I'm gonna get this one taped up and thrown in the oven and get it torn apart, and I'll bring you guys back. Hey guys, welcome back. So I've got everything taped off. I got the reflectors taped off. I've got everything cleaned up the best I could. I did not sand these down. I'm just going to primer them, and then instead of using black paint, I'm going to use undercoating, because of where, if I decide to put these on the Blazer, where I'm going to be painting the Blazer with the bed liner, I figured the undercoating would maybe look a little bit better, kind of give it that texture as the same as the Blazer would be. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. Here we go. Okay, so there's the first coat of primer. I'm going to let this dry for a few minutes, and then I'm going to put another coat, and then we'll put the black on it. Okay guys, so let's put the second coat on them now. Okay guys, so there's the second coat. I'm gonna let this dry for a little while, and then I'm gonna come back and then we'll spray the black. Okay guys, welcome back. So I do have both coats of primer on these. It is now time to put the undercoating on them. Now you do not have to use undercoating like I'm doing. I'm just doing this so that hopefully they'll kind of match the Blazer once I get it actually painted and all that. But then again, I don't know if I'm going to be using these taillights. So, I don't know. I'm just doing this to see what it's going to look like. I mean, it could turn out looking like crap for all I know. But, we're going to find out together. Just making sure I got it all. Okay, now I believe I've got it all. Okay. Looks like I've got it all. I'm gonna let that dry. Yeah, to me they look pretty good black. Now, like I said, I am trying to get that bumpy looking texture, which it does have. I did miss some spots right there that I will take care of. But they look pretty decent. I'm gonna have to raise these up like this to paint them, because I'm running out of paint, and whenever they're laying down, it's kind of hard to get the paint to come out of the can. So I gotta hold them up like this so I can keep the can straight up and down. Anyways, this is the second coat. So after I do the second coat, I'm gonna let them dry for probably 3 or 4 hours, and then check on them to see if they're dry or not. If they aren't, then I'll probably wait until tomorrow or something, and we'll go from there with it. Okay. Now the second one should be done now. I'm going to double check everything, make sure there's no primer showing through anywhere. Okay, it looks good to me. So now that that's done, we're going to let it dry for a couple hours. I did have the fan on it for the first coat, but this time I'm not going to run the fan to help them dry, because whenever I looked at them before I did the second coat, it kind of made it like really dull looking, and I'm not really wanting it dull. If I have to like spray a clear coat on these, I will, because I don't want it to be dull. I want it to kind of shine the way it is now. Okay guys, so they're drying not the way I want them to. They don't have that glossy look, so they're drying like flat. It's been like an hour and a half, 2 hours now, and they're still not completely dry. So what I'm going to do is, I don't want them to look, or I don't want them to have that dull look. I'm going to put some of this gloss clear on it and see what that does. I'll probably only put one coat, because I don't know how this stuff's going to mix with this. So let's put one coat on it. Okay, so there's one coat. We're going to see how that holds up. I'm going to let these dry overnight, and then try to get this out to you guys tomorrow. Try to get them put back together, and we'll go from there, guys. Okay guys, welcome back. I did get these painted. I used the underbody coating on these. Also, I wanted to let you guys know, do not try to use underbody coating and clear coat, because it does not work. It turned this green, like it had green all over it and everything. Yeah, it didn't turn out very well, so I had to redo them. So right now, only thing I got left really to do here is get the tape off of these, and then put the other red part back in. I've already done one, so I figured I'd show you guys on this one here how to put it back together and stuff like that. Now, I will not be using the oven to put it back together, because I'm not reusing the factory tape or factory glue, whatever you want to call it. Go from the other side. But if you was to use the factory glue, or reuse the factory glue to put the lens back on, you would have to preheat the oven back to 200 degrees Fahrenheit, and then put the light in for another 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. And then when you pull it out, then you put your lens back over top and you squeeze it together, because it'll heat the glue back up. Okay, so the only thing I got left to do is just put this back in. They're kind of tricky to put back in. It took me a second to do the other one. Yeah, this side's in, and that side's in. Okay, so there it is. It's back in. Only thing I got left now to do is go around with the, this is what I'm using. 100% waterproof, 30-minute rain ready. So, but this is what I'm using. I'm basically just using this and going around where this will set in at. So basically just around the edges. So let's do that now. Hold on. Let me make sure I've got everything done here before I start doing this. Okay, yeah, I do. Okay, so you can kind of get an idea of how much I put in there. I pretty much just fill the whole channel up. Make sure all my corners are good. I'm gonna put a little bit more right here on this end, and maybe a little bit more there on that end. I just want to make sure there's no spots where I missed, because I don't want them to leak. Okay. Oh, and then basically it's just putting this back on. Okay, so that's on. Now this one here, or these lights here, they do have some little screws that go in the back. They really didn't hold nothing down though. That's what I don't understand about them. Like, they were just held in there by the glue. So I don't know, like, I don't know. I just don't know why they're there. So as you can see, on both sides there's a little screw, and it basically just shoves down in there because it don't screw in. And there's that. A screw there and a little screw there. That's pretty much it, guys. They are back together. Let me know what you guys think about them. Do you like them now that they're black, or Or do you still like the factory ones better? So, alright guys, thanks for watching.